final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. If Pierre Gasly's feeling the pressure, he's certainly not showing it.
Not a huge surprise to see them in 19th, but they've certainly got the potential to move up from here.
Here we go. It's
Pressure,
time to go
pressure?
racing.
Starting 19th.
Here we go with the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
See what you can do. Do your best.
I mean, you are. Just the game's gonna have to reset first. That's what I'm saying. They're not useful right now, but you could always give them to other players, you know, and then they can give them back to you once you reset.
Cool rear left if you can at all. Copy. Cool the tyres sector 1. DRS enabled. Carlos lights ahead. Car behind is Gasly. Gasly's 0.8.
Clerk's already 2.5 seconds back off the first lap. Wow. And he's got Yuki breathing down his neck.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it. Yeah, okay. Okay, charge on. Copy. Getting the rhythm, you're doing okay. Gasly behind. He's 1.2 behind you.
Pretty much in a nutshell, yeah. some rain.
Less lift and coast to keep it
Yes,
tense.
right now we have intermediates, which are designed to give maximum traction. Yeah, you can see the green stripe that's on the green ring. Yeah, that's around the inside of the tire. So if it gets too rainy, we can go to wets, and they're blue, and you'll see the grooves on those. Those are like really, really grooved tires. They're designed to disperse water more than they are like to grip the track more than anything. So. About the only thing this game doesn't really get right is the, like, water spray. Like, right now my guy would not be able to see the car in front of him. They don't really do enough, like, spray from the cars in front. Especially since the cars in front usually have, so one of the things that they discovered with this generation of cars in particular is because of they basically turn the bottom of the cars into vacuums.
Let's have a look at that.
So they like
Here we are, then,
are
reaching
really, really
turn
efficient
13.
at moving
It's
air
certainly
underneath and
inviting.
sucking the car to the pavement and to the track. What that
A
also
big setback
does is
is
when
this
they're going
Lancashire.
over
Thank you
a
very
wet
much.
surface, is it pulls all the water up off the track as well and spits it out the back of the car. So you're getting these like insane rooster tails of water just spitting out the back of them. So if you watch any like real wet race, like you can't see, yeah, if you see any of the onboards, you cannot see the car in front of you at all. So it made for like very, very dangerous driving and racing, but it also throws into the mix like some pretty good strategy changes because it's a wet race. So yeah, if you watch any of the like Sao Paulo highlights in the last few years, there's generally it rains there because it's Brazil. You can see some of the like rooster tails. Yeah, you can see some of the rooster tails that are just like absurd. Like the car in front of them might be like half a second in front of them, but you can't even see the car at all because of how much water is just sucked up and spat out the back of it, along with the tires as well. But it's like the way the car is designed, its aero too, with like the rear wing is like the air is supposed to, or the air is supposed to like basically kind of shoot straight up and away from the back of the car to reduce turbulent air for someone following you. So it was supposed to design to help like reduce the amount of dirty air that cars throw out, but
Let's take a closer look.
I guess an unforeseen
This happened
consequence
as
of
they
that
arrived at turn
was that it
12.
does
There's
the same with the
opening.
water. So like the water just gets shot and sprayed up and away
And the
from the car,
overtake is
but it just
made.
creates this like mist cloud in front of whoever's following them. But this game does not portray that at all. Like most video games don't portray that like weather accurately enough. Like you can see, oh, it looks foggy down there, like towards them, but you can still see the cars. Like he would not be able to see either of those cars at this angle. So. Metal's moving up through the field.
So you can use energy.
I do not believe that's in the plan.
You can pick
Yeah,
up the pace
this will
now.
probably be the last F1 Manager game for a very long time. Yeah, kind of is, because I really enjoy it. I know it's a very niche game, but all of the licensing and everything that they spend money on to try and get the game to be very authentic just wasn't just didn't really get the sales numbers and return on investment that they had hoped for. Which is sad, because it's a really, really well-made game. Yeah. A lot of little detail, too. It's just...
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
That is a lot of water coming down. Oh no, not even close. Like you can see the rain right now is heavy. Got heavy rain coming down.
So Hamilton is pitting.
Are they coming in for
pitted.
wet? Oh, they are coming in for wet. That's interesting.
Albon is pitted.
Not gonna be... Yeah, so you can see Leclerc came in for full wet, so you can see the grooves in these. But like intermediates and the wet tires here are even softer compounds than the softs. Like if the track starts to dry out, they wear very fast because of the type of rubber it is.
And energy is available.
LBRS. Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
We need to keep going. So Sonoda behind now.
Mamma mia.
Oh, Charles.
Bring the pack up.
Russell noted right behind them.
Just focus. Behind you, Sonoda. Doing good on tire temps.
What's up, Chester? How are you doing, silly boy?
Tyres are looking good. Gasly's pitting.
I think the issue with this track is it doesn't drain very well. So, like, the water just stays on the track. Trying to figure out if hitting for wets is the smarter move or just to hang on to the intermediate. I'm not losing a huge amount of time. Couple seconds a lap, maybe a second to a lap, but like 1.1 seconds slower on the track starts to dry up or clear up a little bit. I won't have to pit twice. It takes time to pit, so Max came in.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Here we are then at turn 17. They decide to give it a go.
It's like if the track starts to ease up a little bit, then you have to go back into the pits to go for
And they move into
an
ninth.
intermediate again. But it's a really long race, so it's like, well, I don't want to pit twice, and it puts stress on the pit crew as well. I'm currently second. Yeah, I haven't hit it yet though, and seems like more and more rain is putting on the track, so it's starting to become a problem.
Box, box. Just do the best you can. Look close behind. Pull up outside your garage, reminder it's slippery.
I just lose a ton of track position though.
The car in front is Gasly.
Yeah, now the water's starting to reduce. Starting to get lighter. Starting to get lighter rain. The question is it gonna get lighter? Is this the end of the heavy rain?
We'll get back in this fight. Car behind is Tsunoda.
Spin.
We'll just see what we can do. Car behind his bag. We're boxing. Box for intermediate. We can just focus on charging a pack.
Yeah. I pit Russell, or I pit Vettel like way too late. Let's come into the pits yet though. Might be able to.
Box slippy, caution.
Alright, intermediates now have the advantage.
Clear on exit. Gasly in front. Charge on.
Copy.
Starting to pull out some faster times. Half a second faster than Sonoda, a second faster than Yastri, half quicker than Russell.
Yeah, take it easy. Tyres are in a good window now. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Alright, intermediate advantage is enabled. Wet races can be a bit boring though, depending on the venue. Nice.
Here's the
Shooting out around
replay.
Sonoda,
And it was Mick Schumacher involved.
but the strategy is always the part
And
that
they squeezed by. And Mick Schumacher says, Dankeschön. Thank you very much.
because now the wet runners have to decide how much longer they want to stay on the wets before they go to the inters. Back to the inters. And now forecast is that it's going to start drying up at around lap 35.
Rates picked up. We see traction getting worse. How is the DEG?
Good, it's okay.
I mean, Nick's starting to catch Piastri, which is really surprising. Because Russell, Leclerc, and Verstappen are all on wets up front of him, so if he can get around Piastri, he might have a chance at a podium.
Okay, mode push.
Copy.
What'd you get?
Okay, charge on.
Understood.
I wonder if it, like, puts you in skill matchmaking close to where you're at, like, skill, like, level-wise and stuff, and, like... Right. Up to position 5, actually. Might be able to take 4th here in a moment.
Mode push, mode push.
Copy.
Got it.
Okay, good job.
We're gonna see if we can get
Here,
around
P4 right
Russell.
now. Russell ahead. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
See how long this rain lasts. Might not. It might just be like a quick heavy rain and then fizzles out again. I hope so. Why is that? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want it to stop raining, I just want it to rain less. If it stops raining, then everybody can go in and get slicks, which will probably happen at some point, but about 15 laps, it's going to start becoming, you know, dry enough maybe for slicks, so... But, you know. $15 is we're almost running 2-minute lap times. We're like doing like 150 something around here. So you're looking at roughly yeah, I've been tired since the start of this race. I mean, I was like losing it a little bit at the end of the last race, but oh, hi there, Rakus. The leaderboard that I have is one of oh, what's his name? Mr. Only. He is a mod. He does modding. You can find it on his Patreon. I have a link in my mods description. He's got some tweaks to it, and I have another one as well that changes it. So instead of having percentiles on everybody's, it shows like basically tire health as opposed to one of them is. The other one, I think it is a free mod. I'm pretty sure. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I think both of them are free mods. But you can find it on the in the link I have. Yeah, well, the 2025 DLC mod's pretty dope. I've seen a lot of videos on it. I do have the 2025 liveries as well as the calendar set up. But I don't have like the full 2025 conversion mod because I wanted to start in 2024 and then carry over with my creative team. But I do have a couple other mods as well. So like I have Sebastian Vettel as a driver in this game. And then I do have a few of Mr. Only's. Yep, I do have Vettel. The GOAT. He came out of retirement to help run Porsche F1s. But I believe he's set to retire at the end of this season, so I'm probably going to need to find another driver. But I get him for a couple seasons, which is nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's running 22nd because I kind of messed up his tire strategy. Because it started raining heavier, and I was hoping to stick it out kind of like I did with Mick. But and then it eased off, and then now it's now it's back to heavy. Vettel also does have a face mod, like a face as well. Like it's not just like a helmet. The guy did some pretty good work. In the Constructors' Championship, I believe we are 4th. This is our second season, so first season target was to get at least 8th, and I think we finished 7th. And so heading into this season, wasn't really sure where we were going to be, but we came out with the car development I had focused on for this season. It's kind of improving upon where last season ended. Yep, got the German tribe going, yeah. Got Mick as our primary driver. I plan on re-signing him at the end of the season. He's done quite well. He got his first ever podium last season. Very, very surprisingly. It was a rough start of last season was rough. Like I think through the first 6 races, no team. It was Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Aston. And McLaren. Like those 5 teams scooped up like all of the points through the first like 6 races. So, and there goes Magnussen. But yeah, I also have some I have like some decal mods as well. K-Mag and Porsche. Oh, nice, good choice. Porsche was actually on the Red Bull Junior team last season, and then they dropped him for Hajar. Because I think Hajar, because Hajar's a Red Bull Junior driver. Because what I did was I gave Yuki the seat over Perez. So Perez was a free agent at the start of last season, and I had Yuki jump up, which made a spot open for RB. So then RB picked up Pourchaire. So they had Pourchaire and yeah, I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit though, because I knew how, you know, in real life, the 2024 season, everyone was like, oh, they're going to keep Checo, and then they ended up dropping him at the end of the 24 season in real life. And in my personal opinion, I felt that they shouldn't have even re-signed him and just gave the seat to Yuki to see what Yuki could do with the 24 car. And then, you know, because coming off that dominant 23 season, like, yeah, Perez is pretty decent, but I kind of just sped up what happened in real life, and I wanted to see what Yuki could do in the 24 Red Bull, and he did pretty decent. I think he got like a couple wins and finished on the podium a number of times. In fact, his first podium of the season was actually at the Japanese Grand Prix, so it was kind of a bit of a homecoming for him. And Nick's back down to 6th, but the track is starting to dry back out again, so yeah, if you want to check out the I don't have like a full list of all the mods that I have, but I mean, I could well, I do, it's just it's in a save folder, and right now I'm got my race going on. I'd have to open the
We will totally catch them up, okay? You have Hamilton behind.
yeah, in Canada's a fun track. I always love that track for some reason. But yeah, Perez can put up the good fight. He's got really good base traits. It's just you don't really get the chance to develop him much. And I thought about doing Perez, but once I realized I could mod Vettel into the game, I was like, oh, I'm taking Seb. I want Seb as the German duo, because you know there was always Vettel was kind of taking Nick under his wing while they were both in F1 at the same time. How's your new season going with your new career with Mag and Pourchaire? What engine you go with? Okay, so Science's pit. Track's starting to dry out again, which is good. Seb put some lap time down. Magnuson's into the pit. Probably gonna swap back over to an Inter. Hamilton's into the pits as well. Got French Inter. Antonelli, Behrman, Albon, Ocon into the pits. Hajar, Hulkenberg, Gasly. It's a race to the pits, boys. There goes Piastri. Alright, now I see if the strap pays off. Okay, nice. That'll catching up to everybody.
Oh dear, that's not a good stop. Now what exactly happened there, Karun?
So the Haas pit crew are all ready.
Oh, they were double stacking. releasing the car.
Oh, but they have trouble releasing the car.
Yep. That's rough. That's rough for Ocon. Gazoo! I'm excited to see what Toyota starts co-developing with Haas and at the start of next season. I want to know if they are going to bring like a full works engine by like 28 or 29, maybe 30. When the rules and regs start to get a little more clarified. Ooh, leaders are into the pits. Leaders are into the pits.
Charge on. Copy.
He might be in for one. He is due for a decent race. Mick surprisingly was doing very well at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and then he bended into the wall, cost himself a shot at a podium. He's running about how he is right now, like in that like top 5, and there was some back and forth. My goal has been to try to get Vettel a podium at Porsche, but so far it's been a little rough. But Bortoletto, Doohan's okay, back up into 15th. Very nice. Got a chance at the next crossover point. Everybody's gonna have fresh inters, but supposedly in about 10 laps time we might see some dry track. We can hope, though. We can hope. But, as the great Sonny Hayes once said, hope is not a strategy. I recently just I got my my living room set up with like the speakers and the sound bar and all that with the TV, and we just watched the F1 movie. I had a friend come over, good friend of mine. Like we'll go like watch movies and stuff together. We're both kind of cinephiles, and he hadn't seen it yet, so I was like, well, you know, I got the TV and I got the sound system set up, and it was really cool to watch it. I watched it in theaters. I watched it in Dolby Atmos with my roommate, and we wanted to hear that movie like as best we could. Nice. So I'm getting around.
Now we're watching
Merriman.
the action closely here. It's there for the taking.
Ooh, little touch. Doesn't happen though, which is nice. Vettel's making it.
Up into
Vettel's moving up the
14th
field
they go.
though. He's up into 14th. Got a couple lads in front of him. Lawson, Albon. Despite messing up his strategy, he's still working on it. I fear that Max is going to have another easy win at this race, though. Unless there's like a safety car or something that happens, but... This lap brought to you by T-Mobile.
Rates picked up.
Of course it has. Let's see here. Russell's only about half a second faster. Not that bad. They're still gonna have to get around him. Oh man, that's some traction coming out of that though, huh? Okay, let's go. Look, held on to position. Nice. Yeah, he's developed quite nicely. His first season was a little rough. He did DNF like 6 times, so that is a quarter of the season he did not finish, which was a little costly. But throughout that, he did manage to improve quite a bit, and he started getting really decent once I got the simulators upgraded, so he was able to pick up that extra XP. Right now, he actually has some of the better, I think, adaptability of all the drivers. So he's pretty decent in wet driving conditions. Still keeping George at bay though. I might. So, like, Yuki's going to be a free agent. George is going to be a free agent. Like, I'm thinking maybe signing one of them. Maybe signing somebody else, too. They have Paul Aaron as an affiliate driver, and I'm thinking maybe him. But we'll see. We'll see. And if Mick can hold on for another 5 or 6 laps, this track's going to dry out pretty quickly. Seb's got one more lap on top up, and then still holding. I think after Miami we start doing the European leg. So that'll be some fun racing. Say that again? Oh yeah. Oh, Yuki, George Russell right behind him. Just barely holding on to that podium spot. Ooh, yellow flag, what for? What do we got going on? Oh, Carlos made a mistake. Spun it around. Oh, and tap the wall.
Ah, so unhappy.
On the wall, 15. Watch for debris through there.
Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. Just flies into that crash, and they'll have to pick themselves up after that. As for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
Yes, it was, Crofty. Alright, we need it to stop raining. Yeah.
Lawson ahead of you. Head down, crack on.
Couldn't tell you, but it does seem to be something that does happen. I think that might be the first spin, though. I don't think anyone else has spun so far.
Okay, you're currently
Something that I did
P3.
do, though, is I did take away the sprint race around this track, because I don't really like the sprint race around here. And I actually put the sprint race at Canada.
Russell behind.
So
He's plenty
there might be
behind.
less spins, because I know that the like sprint races can mess with the driver's confidence, just because they have to go through. They only get like one practice session, and then it's straight into like, you know, qualifying for the sprint, and then you have the sprint race. And if you don't do well on that, then then like, their driver's confidence going into the main race is a little shaky. So, all right, that track is gonna be pretty dry here in a moment. But I don't really like the sprint race around Miami. I think it's a little too much for the venue. Oh yeah, there's the sun starting to peek through the clouds.
Focus, mate, come on.
Go ahead and burn off that excess fuel.
We'll go to high fuel now.
Copy.
And go neutral.
Push on the tyres.
Actually, yeah, we can.
We're good to push on the
Goes
tyres.
up to like 88-ish.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Understood.
This track might start drying up
The
real
rain
quick.
has stopped now.
Copy. Use overtake.
That would be Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki is all over Nick.
Russell behind. Gap is 1.3.
Let's see what happened there. Now we're watching the action closely here.
Nice.
The gap opens up for them,
Nice. Alright.
and the overtake is made.
Focus on cooling your tyres. Okay, lift and coast, lift and coast.
Let's look after this tyre.
Yeah, copy.
Thanks for tuning in. Sonoda just dropped a banger of a lap time.
Tyres are hot, so cool tyres as much as you can. The lift and coast can stop.
Very nice. Yeah, it's similar.
Save fuel.
He says only 11.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
I'm almost there. Another 23 laps. Oh, the full race replay will be available on YouTube if you want to check it out. Well, just the races. Just the races. None of the in-between, yeah. You'll be able to skip, which will be nice. Alright, later, Bubble. Oh, I'm gonna pass out as soon as this is over. I've been up since 3, so yeah. No, I'm at what, 20 or 18 hours right now, so no, 19. Sorry. All right, later.
Push on your front step.
Try to do some lift and coast and then focus on apex speed.
Okay, copy.
If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
Copy. Cancel the lift and coast.
And we will box now, Mick. Box now.
Copy, box. Feedback on track condition when you have it.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Something's up with the McLaren, huh?
Box, box, box. Need to focus on getting the pack up. Watch the pit exit line. Alpine ahead of you. Car behind is Lawson. .22 to go. I know you're doing everything. Stay cool, man, you're doing a good job. Just try and warm. Wow. Wow.
Rough. And a slow stop.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, had trouble getting that right rear on, or left rear on.
Oh.
At least it's on.
In terms of position, you're P4 right now. Sonoda ahead of you. Russell behind.
Right then, we can take a look now. Now we're watching the action closely here. The opportunity's there. And the overtake is made.
Lean on the tyres at the high speed, but don't overslip them. So we can do a bit of lift and coast. Slow now.
We need a back off.
Copy. Fastest lap.
A bit more lift and coast, please.
Copy.
Good lap.
Copy. We need a lot of low speed scrubbing. So tyres are good.
This tire is better for keeping tire temp, so that's good.
Copy. Bring the pack up.
Copy.
A little bit more lift and coast into 4 next lap.
Yeah.
Back off.
Dragovich turning fastest lap.
Okay, charge on.
Copy. P12. So Norris is car ahead. 5 seconds to Norris. And Albon behind. Leclerc 5.5.
Hamilton turning fast. Lap to 31. Over.
Let's recharge a bit.
Copy. Here's energy available. Tyres are good.
Mode push.
Yeah, copy. Back off in the high speed. We can just focus on charging the pack.
Your managing is good.
Understood.
And you got the purple lap. And let's go charge on, please. Just hold back a little bit.
Copy.
How's the deck?
Good, it's okay.
Pulled 2 seconds off the Sonota last lap, but not really gonna be sustainable.
Start some lifting coast.
Copy. Just try and warm your front end. So if you cancel the lifting coast. How are the tyres? Tyres are in the window.
No more lifting coast.
Copy.
Single yellow.
Copy.
Now we can see what happened. Look at the Mercedes. Things were all right here. Oh, and the car locks up. They were just unable to do much about it.
Save fuel, save fuel.
You're P4 right now. So now it's Russell behind.
Currently P12. 12. Car behind Albon. No saving required.
Confirmed.
Use energy. Two seconds ahead. Let's keep doing what we're doing.
Okay, it'll be 6 laps to go, Mick. 6 laps.
Copy. So take it easy in the fast corners. How's the tyre feeling?
How is the tire? How is the deck?
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, take over.
Close to the race being almost over. Few laps left to go. Schumacher is currently holding on to 4th place. And Vettel is chasing down Antonelli in 11th.
Keep going.
Five laps to go.
Copy. We can push more. Use energy. Cancel the lift and coast. Keep going.
Come on, Vettel.
Lift and coast now.
It's 4 laps to go.
Copy.
Oh, come on, Vettel.
Push on. Think about K0 to give you the energy.
Right.
Three laps to go.
Copy. He's 1.2 behind. Head down. Lift to coast.
Copy.
All driving and management very good.
Less lift and coast to keep the temps. Let's stay focused, stuff could happen at the end. Still something to get.
2 laps to go, 2 laps.
Copy. So we need to manage more.
Finally.
Good job, mate.
Good show of effort, but pretty rough.
We'll go to high fuel now.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
Starting last lap, last lap.
Okay.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Add lift and coast in turn 1.
Copy.
Alrighty, Mick. 4th place. Sab running in 11th. That's where he started.
Mode push.
Copy.
This tire has plenty of life, we can push.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner. And there's the checkered flag. Max Verstappen is our winner.
And that's what happens when you drive with such skill and passion. They barely put a foot wrong.
Okay, that's the checker.
Happy with that? Yeah, car was great. Thank you.
It's a good job today by you. Over and out.
Blue flag. Need to lean on the tyres. No energy. That's checkered flag. P11, P11. Drove very well.
Decent result. What happened today for us? Good work, everyone. Thanks to the team. Everyone put in the effort today.
Take the pickup.
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race, including the performance from the driver currently on our screens.
Yeah, they crossed the line P11, sadly just missing out on the points.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
And after a hot and sweaty Miami Grand Prix, I think this is as good a time as any to cool off. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And with that, our weekend in Miami now draws to a close.
Now the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Get ready for some fierce competition.